it's like sticking. Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a long time since we've made a video for all of you, and guys, I have been missing it. I am so pumped that we finally get a chance to make a video again, and it's been a long time. It's just been way too long since we've sat down, got the camera out, and thought of something that we could do. But you know, during this crazy time of the MCO, we've been sitting here pondering, like, what are we gonna do? What can we do to finally bring the channel back to life? Because I think it's been like, what, like 2 months or something like that? But we're gonna go ahead and make something really, really cool for you guys. So right now, we're in the whole time of Ramadan. So for all my friends that are out there celebrating, happy Ramadan for all of you. And because of that, Evelyn and I were thinking about, like, what was it like last year during this time of year? Now, if you guys remember in our old videos that we did last year, Evelyn and I went around, we tried the bazaars for the very first time, and there were so many delicious foods. I remember there was things like Apam Balik, murtubak, I mean, all sorts of things that I had never tried before. And if you guys want to check out some of those videos, go ahead and check out the link in the top corner, because I have lots of videos if you want to check them out. And unfortunately, there's not going to be any bazaars this year, so that would be a great way for you guys to see what it was like for us last year for our first time. But anyway, one of the things that I remember last year trying for the first time that Evelyn and I honestly fell in love with was called Apam Balik. You guys know what it is, and I couldn't get enough of it last year, so I thought it would be fun if we tried making Apam Balik here at the house. So for those of you who don't know what Apam Balik is, it's kind of like, if I were to describe it or compare it to something that maybe we have in the American culture or even the Latin culture, it's kind of like a pancake, right? I mean, the texture or maybe even the look of it's a little bit like a pancake, but it's essentially like a pancake as if you were to take it and you would fill it like an omelet and then fold it over, and you would have like a pancake filled with something in it. So something that's really popular to put inside of the Apam Balik here is sweet corn, sweet cream corn, coconut shavings, and crushed peanuts. So we have 2 of those ingredients. I have a third mystery ingredient that we're gonna try today for the first time. I'll be honest, Evelyn's not a big fan of cream corn, so I kind of left that one out this time. So we're gonna kind of give it a little bit of our own style twist to it. But I do have the shaved coconut, and I also have the crushed peanuts. But we'll get into that here in a second. Let me go ahead and show you guys the ingredients that I found that maybe you could try at home with yours as well. So we first have I'd say about 180 grams of regular flour. This is the one that I picked up at the grocery store. I was told this is pretty common here, so we'll give it a try. Next one we have over here is about 100 grams of rice flour. And then I have over here about 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we have about 2 teaspoons right here of baking powder. And then over here I have about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I would have probably used regular salt, but this is all I had at the house. Hopefully it doesn't make a big difference because it's sea salt. And then over here we have about 1/4 cup of castor sugar. And then of course we have some other essentials which we'll get into more later. But right now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start mixing all the ingredients together that I have at the moment, because we're gonna try to make the batter first. It takes about 30 minutes for the batter to set, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna go ahead and take our flours and our baking soda and our baking powder, and we're gonna mix them all together. But we can't just dump all that stuff into our big bowl over here. In fact, what we need to do is we need to sift it and try to make it a little bit finer. But unfortunately, I don't have a sifter. A sifter is basically one of those like fancy contraptions that a baker uses to try to make their ingredients a little bit finer, to make their mix a little bit finer. But I have the next best thing. I have this little strainer over here that I'm gonna try to use. I don't know how it's gonna work. We're gonna have to kind of learn together at the same time. I think it will work. I mean, it seems like it would, so we're gonna have to give it a try. But I'm not gonna be able to do it alone. I'm actually gonna need my lovely assistant over here.
Hola!
So, I know you guys are missing Evelyn on camera. It has been a long time since you've probably seen her, so she's gonna be helping me out with this little step here. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, if you can, please hold the strainer. So I'm actually gonna take my ingredients, even though I said I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna take the 4. So this is my flour, this is my rice flour. I'm gonna dump that here. And then I have the baking soda. I'm gonna dump that in here. And then I have the baking powder over here. And then I'm gonna dump it in here. But again, I don't wanna just dump this into this bowl. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour it into this filter here that I have, and then it's gonna dump into the strainer, which should make it a little bit finer. So I'm gonna show you guys how it's like nice and clumpy. Like, you see how it's super clumpy like that? We wanna make it a little bit finer and a little bit easier to work with. So I'm gonna dump it in here. Let's see how this goes. I don't know, I'm not quite sure. I think it's gonna work. So Evelyn, what have you been up to during the MCO? A lot of people have been like asking us, what have we been up to? Where are we? How come we haven't done any videos? So what have you been up to during this MCO?
He estado haciendo muchas cosas, pero gracias a Dios estoy con salud y eso es lo más importante y que me hace sentir bien, que puedo hacer muchas cosas. He estado estudiando mi máster online, he estado enseñando español online también, he estado limpiando la casa, he estado un poquito más en la cocina, ¿verdad? Ustedes saben que yo no soy muy de la cocina, pero he estado más cerca de la cocina estos días.
Eating in the kitchen, maybe.
También. Y bueno, sí, hemos estado aquí viendo películas y haciendo un poco de todo aquí en la casa, cuidándonos mucho.
Alright guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually time lapse this part because this is taking us a long time. So we'll go ahead and get this done real quick. So now that we got our mix finally done, okay, I'll be honest, that method was probably more work than it needed to be. I would highly recommend getting a sifter if you guys want to do something like this. It worked, it made a huge mess over here, so now I actually got to clean that up before Evelyn kills me. But after I do that, we're going to go ahead and start adding the other ingredients that we have over here in the next step. But here, I want to show you guys what the consistency kind of looks like. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but it is definitely a lot finer than it was before, and it's a lot softer, which is what I really wanted to show you guys too. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up this mess over here, or by we, I mean me, and then we'll go ahead and throw the next ingredients in. All right, so now that I got my mess all cleaned up over here, because Evelyn was gonna kill me otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add my salt, and I'm gonna go ahead and add my sugar, and then we're gonna add the eggs and the water. But first, we're gonna go ahead and add this sugar. So if you guys remember, it's 1/4 cup of sugar, and then we're gonna add our salt. I'll dump that in there. And so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my egg beater and I'm just gonna like mix it in there a little bit. I'm not gonna sit there and go crazy with it, but I wanna try to just mix it up enough where it's all kind of gone through, because I'm actually gonna add some more ingredients here in a second. But that's it. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a mix. Nothing crazy. Here we go. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my water here. I have 3/4 cup of water. And that. And then I'm gonna add my eggs that I've already separated. One of them actually kind of broke, but that should be okay. And the consistency of what we're looking for, it should look something like pancake batter. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start mixing and stirring everything all together. And like I said, we wanna try to get the consistency of something like pancake batter. We'll just go ahead and speed through this. I don't think you guys wanna sit here for 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. Evelyn's gonna kill me again. I don't think you guys want to sit here for 10 minutes watching me mix this together, but we'll go ahead and speed through it real quick. Alright, well, I think we got our consistency now. Like I said, I've never made this before. I'm not 100% sure if I'm doing this exactly right. I actually ended up adding a little bit more water to it through the middle of it, if you guys saw, because it was getting really hard doughy. I don't think it's supposed to be like a hard dough. So all I basically did was get a little bit of extra water, dumped it in there, and it definitely softened it up quite a bit to give me more of the consistency that I'm looking for. So again, this looks a lot more like pink. Oh gosh. this poor bowl is falling apart on me, guys. I really need to get a new bowl. This one is not cutting it. Look, it's got like 4 cracks in it. Every time I try to make actual pancakes with it, I get a new crack. But whatever. Anyway, so this has got the consistency more of what I was looking for. It's a lot gooier, which I think is going to be better for what we're doing. Because before it kind of looked like pizza dough. which I don't think is what we wanted. So anyway, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna throw this in the refrigerator. We gotta let it chill for about 30 minutes. When that's over, then we'll go ahead and get started and finish up with the recipe. So, I'll see you guys in just 10 seconds. 10 seconds? I'll see you in 1 second. Alright, and it's been 30 minutes, guys, and we finally got our stuff ready to cook. It's been chilling for a while, and I want to kind of give you an idea of what the consistency should look like after 30 minutes. So before you saw it was a lot soupier, and it was a lot more like pancake batter, right? Well, this is definitely a lot thicker. Kind of looks like a little bit of a pudding almost, right? So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take our little brush here, and then we're going to dip it in the oil, and we're going to just kind of lightly coat the pan here. Now, I don't have one of those really cool little skinny ones that I really wanted to try to get the actual shape of the Apam Balik. So we're gonna improvise here, and we're gonna make it look, I guess, kind of more like a pancake in a way, but we'll end up folding it over either way to try to give it that look of like an omelet type style thing here. So I'm gonna just, like I said, lightly coat it. I don't wanna make it fully greasy or anything like that. Just enough so that the, whatever you wanna call it, the dough or the mixture here won't stick to the pan too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat this up. Let's see if we get a first try. Yeah, look at that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put it on low heat. I don't want this thing to cook too fast because then it's gonna end up burning. So again, I don't know. I've never actually cooked these before. Maybe you guys can let me know down in the comments below what I'm doing wrong, because like I said, I've never done this before. I'm going based off a recipe and common sense here. So we'll see how it turns out. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this heat up here for a second, and then after that, what we need to do is add some of the mixture, and then we're gonna add some butter and some other ingredients. But I'm gonna go ahead and reveal my secret ingredient to you guys. So like I told you guys in the beginning of the video, I didn't want to use the sweet corn. Evelyn's not a big fan. I'll be honest, I like it, but I'm not a big fan of it inside of a pastry. Like, it's just not a sweet thing. It's more of a savory thing to me. So we are still gonna use the crushed peanuts, which I have here. And then we are still gonna use the coconut flakes, which I also have here. But can you guys guess what my secret ingredient is? If you guys guessed peanut butter, boom, that's right, then you guys would have been right. I got some Reese's peanut butter cup chips that I thought would go perfect with the coconut. So we're gonna give it a try. I'll let you guys know how it tastes at the end of the video, but let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, so I think our oil's up to temperature now. So what I'm gonna do is I don't have a really big spoon. Honestly, ideally, I'd rather be using a bigger spoon than this thing right here, but we're gonna work with what we got. So we're gonna take a few spoonfuls of our batter over here. We're gonna throw it in the pan, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of like lightly put it around the whole thing. We don't wanna like dump it in the middle like a pancake. Instead, what we're gonna do is try to create like a thin layer. So at least that's what I'm assuming. So let's see, we'll just take some of this. Oh man, it's like really thick. That's a lot thicker than I'm expecting it to be. Oh no, this...
No sabe como la...
No, this doesn't look like what I thought it was gonna be. Oh no, it's like sticking. Okay, well, I tell you what guys,
It's a mess.
This is a mess, that's for sure. Oh man, it's just like a big clump. Okay, I think I might have to try to let this thin out some. I don't know what to do with it now. Oh man, this is not what I was hoping it would be. Okay, so maybe, I don't know. I really don't know what to do. Alright, so I kind of came up with a quick solution. I don't know if this is the right solution or not. So I just kind of added a little bit of extra water to it to try to thin it out, but you can see it's definitely a lot thinner. So I guess that's the trick, is maybe just add a little extra water to it. Maybe I just didn't add enough water to it in the beginning, but let's see, I'm gonna kind of just smooth it out here. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera at the moment, but I'm just gonna kind of drip it in here. Maybe I'm adding too much, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing. But definitely is not what I was hoping it would look like. That's kind of sad looking. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of butter. So we add some butter here. Oh man, this is like, this is a mess. All right, we got the butter, and let's see, we add some sugar here. This is what I think I'm supposed to do. Throw some coconut and some, let's see, I'll throw my peanut butter chips in here. Damn, I feel like Emerald Lagasse over here. I don't know if you guys know who that is. That's like this old chef. He used to have a TV show back in the US. Anyway, alright, so let's see. Kind of roll it over. Smooth it out, we'll fold it. Okay. Alright. It's definitely not pretty, but it's not too bad.
Se ve bien.
Maybe, yeah, I mean, you know what, if I fed this to someone who can't look at it, they probably might not notice the difference. But okay, alright, that's not too bad. That for a first try. Oh, I forgot to put the peanuts in it. Oh well, alright, well whatever. You know, it's just like when you make pancakes. You always make one, it's kind of a throwaway one, and then you always end up making better ones. So let's see, hopefully the next ones turn out a little bit better than this one. But for the first try, that's not too bad. I mean, come on. What do you think?
Second try.
What do you think about this one though?
Se ve bien.
Alright, let's see.
Se ve realmente bien.
Alright, burned my finger there. Alright, let's put this one over here to the side. Like little tacos. Alright, let's put a little bit of oil here. Try to make sure it doesn't stick too much to the pan. Try to, hang on, you know what, let me get all these little guys out of there. Alright, let's see here. Put that there. Let's get our handy dandy dough here. Alright, I think I had a trick here. I think I'm just gonna pour it in the middle like a regular pancake. I know I said I wasn't gonna do that, but I'm gonna go ahead and try that. Smooth it out some. Definitely, see the thing is about this batter, it's very thick. And it doesn't, when I saw this, okay, I did see somebody make this before I tried this, and it definitely looked a lot thinner, but they were also using a different style pan. I don't know if maybe that makes a difference too, but oh, whatever. At the end of the day, I'm sure it's still gonna taste the same. I mean, it's all the same ingredients, but yeah. All right, so let's see, throw some butter in there. Maybe I should probably wait for that to cook more too. I don't know, you know what? It's gonna be okay. You just gotta have.
I wanna try.
You just gotta have a positive mindset. All right, hold on. After I make this one, I'll let you try one and let's see if you have better luck than I do. Okay, so we got our butter. We gotta throw our sugar in there. I don't want to put too much. I don't really put a lot. If you guys can tell, I don't put a lot of sugar. But from what I saw in the video, you're supposed to just kind of like sprinkle it in there. And we gotta throw some coconut, and don't let me forget the peanuts this time. Sprinkle that in there. Put our peanut butter chips in there. Can't never have too much peanut butter. And then we got our peanuts. Alright, let's see. Smooth it out. Let's see, fold it. It's kind of like, honestly, it literally just looks like a pancake. It doesn't look like what I expected it would be. Like in the video that I saw before, they were perfect, right? I mean, they're like what you would see when you go to the bazaar. I don't know, you know what? We'll just say this is the American version of this. Oh my god. Okay guys, trust me, this is not a reflection of my cooking skills. You can't get this fat from making this. I mean, come on. I can cook a lot better than this, I promise you that. Alright, we're gonna let Evelyn give it a try. Let's see, hold on, let me finish this one. You know what the other thing is? I don't know how long they're supposed to cook. I think I'm just winging it really. Let's just see. With my luck, I'm going to bite into this thing and it's just gonna be like pure dough on the inside. Let me know down in the comments below, guys. What did I do wrong here? I have no idea. Alright, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and let this one go to the side, and then we're gonna give Evelyn a shot. Let's see how she does. So I'm not gonna tell Evelyn what to do. I'm gonna see what she remembers from our little escapade here of me trying to do this. Alright, she got a little oil there. She's got her batter here. She actually added just a tad of water to it off camera to try to thin it out some. I think when it just sits for a while, it definitely doesn't help it, but Alright, well now I don't feel so bad. I don't feel so bad. To be fair, Evelyn has been working on her pancake skills for the last few weeks while we've been in the MCO. Because normally I make them on the weekends, but she's been giving it her best too. But okay, well, okay, it's okay. Mine looks similar to that before when they started. Let's see, what's next? What do we do next?
Next es esto.
All right. Now you might. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't say anything, but you might want to let it cook for a little bit before you add it. That's what I did wrong, I think. One of the things I did wrong. One of the many.
Yeah.
I would suggest waiting until it's a little harder to add the butter. You can move while you. I think when it's bubbling, like right now you see how it's
como un pancake.
Yeah, I would. Okay, maybe you might want to start adding some butter.
Sí.
Yeah, go for it. Why not? Whatever. Okay, all right. You got your butter in there. We got enough there for a mild heart attack. Okay, good, good. All right, what's next?
Next.
This is like a comedy show. Jesus.
So good.
All right. All right. Add a little sweetness to it. Okay. What's next?
El coconut.
All right. Let's see.
Esta estufa es un desastre, Dusty.
That's okay. That's okay.
Está todo sucio.
That's how a good chef works.
Ajá.
That's it. That's all you're gonna add for the peanut butter. That's the secret ingredient.
Okay, more.
Hey, you gotta give it some love. There we go. Yeah. All right. Now what?
The last one.
A little sprinkle some peanuts there. Okay. Okay. All right. So now what? That's a lot harder than mine to fold. But at least it looks a lot more of the color, I would assume. I don't know. I think hers looks pretty good considering.
Se ve quemado.
Well, that's okay. Just eat it fast. We could scrape it off. We could scrape all the burnt parts off.
No puedo con esta vaina. Ah!
And there we have it. Alright, so here's the final product. So we made a couple that were on camera, as you guys already saw, and then we made 2 more off camera to maybe see, well, really we just wanted to use the rest of the batter, but we also wanted to see if we could even improve it or not. I don't think we really improved it too much. In fact, it's just like a bigger version of our hot mess that we had before, but let's go ahead and show off what we made. So here are the 2 originals that I made, and then here's my like king size one that I made. I don't know, I was just trying to use all the batter up. I really don't know. Let's see Evelyn's.
Este fue el que hice en cámara, ustedes lo vieron, está todo quemado. Y este fue el segundo que hice.
It definitely looks a lot, to me hers looks like a crepe more than anything else, but forget all the talking, let's go ahead and dig in, give it a try. Hopefully it's not gonna be a mouthful of raw batter, but let's see.
Huele delicioso.
They do smell good.
Sí.
I mean, I can smell all the peanut butter. All right, so grab one of yours, grab your first one. I think this was my first one. I can feel it though, it's not very hard. See, I'm gonna break it open. There you go, can you guys see it inside?
Yo comí.
Oh, you're dug in? All right.
Mmm.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not just doing this for the camera, I swear. This is actually really good.
Está súper rico.
Yeah, it is.
Sí.
Wow.
Solo nos falta la técnica de cocinarlo, pero sabe mejor
Here,
de
wait.
lo que se ve.
Let's try it. I'll try yours, you try mine. Wow, that is really, really good.
El mío está mejor, ¿no?
It's not. Hers is spongier. That was really good. Alright guys, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our video of us trying to make some local Malaysian food. Like I said, this is one of the first times we've ever really tried making like something that we saw from Ramadan and having no idea what to do. Once before we made some, what did we make before? I think we made like Maggi noodles or something like that. Like Indomie. That was good too, but that's not something too far off of what we've done before. But this was a completely new experience for us. And I think it turned out okay. I don't think I can sit here and eat all of these at once because that was a lot of sugar. So I'm definitely gonna at least eat one of them right now. So, all right guys, we're hoping that we're gonna add some more videos here coming soon. We want to know, what do you guys want to see during the MCO? Since we can't go travel, I can't really work on the car much. I mean, I've been posting up more things on my Instagram account a lot more frequently. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, go ahead and check it out. And if you guys have some suggestions of what you guys want to see, do you want to see us making more Malaysian dishes? Do you want to see, I don't know, what do you guys recommend? Let me know down in the comments below, and that's it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys then. Peace!